Chicago, he is out due to illness. Eight games left for both teams, including tonight.
Well, when you watch San Antonio, now remember, they're very smooth, a lot of movement. They try to make you play them 50 feet wide.
They have the best road winning percentage in the NBA, 28-9 mark for the Spurs on the road. Shot clock at 2. Here's Aldridge off the mark on the three-pointer.
Now, if there's something that must improve here, it's the three-point shooting percentage for the San Antonio Spurs. For whatever happened in this last month, it has dropped off.
Overall, still number 1 in the NBA at 39% from 3. Here's Sabonis from outside, way off the mark. And it didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock at 3, and Westbrook turns it over.
Now, the passing tonight must be pinpoint if you are playing for Oklahoma City. San Antonio plays the passing lanes as well as any team in the West.
Aldridge misses that time. Westbrook the rebound.
Yeah, they got to get him going because we all know that if you followed Aldridge's career, he was an all-NBA performer up in Portland. And now once he come down here to San Antonio, he's big in the first quarter, but as we move through the games, things drop because of lack of shot opportunities.
It's his 9th game back after missing 2 games with a scary diagnosis of a heart arrhythmia. And he's averaged 20 points per game since. Here's Kawhi over to Thunder. Won't fall. The tap won't go either.
Well, I like what you're seeing there because Golden State trapped Leonard the other evening every single time that he had the ball, forcing him into bad angles. Now, that was an excellent double team by Adams.
Yeah, Leonard was 7 of 20 from the floor against Golden State. Oladipo off the mark. Ugly start offensively for both teams.
Now you think about it now, one team, Oklahoma City, you know, they're both right up there at 107, 108 points a game.
Kick ball, shot clock to 14. Well, Russell Westbrook coming off an incredible 10 days. The Thunder hit a losing streak of 4 games and thought, well, maybe he's going to fall out of the race, but he has a triple-double with a perfect shooting night in there. And then the last 2 games, Monday and Wednesday, beating Dallas single-handedly, and then the great fourth quarter in overtime against Orlando, most in NBA history, 57-point triple-double.
Now, when you look at that, just look at the 13 rebounds. Remember, there are 30 teams in this league, 60 players at center and power forward, and this young guy at 6'3" is the 12th leading rebounder in the league. That is incredible that he could do that night in, night out.
And basically, it'd have to be a miracle at this point, statistically, not to finish averaging a triple-double, the first since Oscar back in 1962. And he's got 38 triple-doubles. Oscar had 41 that season.
Now you can see what they're doing with Leonard here in the middle of the floor. He had 2 and 3 guys cutting off the lane. They're not going to let him inside the paint.
San Antonio 0 for 5. Westbrook underneath. Sabonis collects, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Now they just caught Sabonis behind the backboard with his back to the baseline. Now come on, you've got to get out in front of the backboard because once that pass was delivered, it should have been a 2-handed dunk and a foul, a potential 3-point play. Now this young guy has done an excellent job for them. You know, when you figure the fact that he has started over 60 games, but he's only averaged 5 points a game. So the old story. Can you create the passing lanes when you're playing with a guy like Westbrook? Because it's your job when he takes that double team for you to create the passing lane.
He was drafted by the Magic 11th overall and then traded with Oladipo in the Serge Ibaka deal. He was at Gonzaga for 1 year. Gonzaga obviously in the Final Four this year without him.
Now Robertson is an excellent defender. You notice the double team quick now. They continue to come at Leonard. As soon as he puts the ball on the floor, the next closest man is coming hard.
Leonard over the last 7 games averaging 21 points per game. That's down and is shooting way down of late.
Well, the 3-point shot is down 10 percentage points, and that's big because he takes a lot of threes.
Aldridge hacked by Sabonis, so LaMarcus will go to the line.
Now just keep an eye on this in the last 5 games. You can see the points are down. Well, the field goal percentage is solid, but the 3-point game, when you say 5 for 28, this is a guy who had his field 3-point shooting percentage up to 38, 39%, which was a major jump for him. but they need him now, and you can't say it's because of fatigue. Now, we all know, coaches, he guards your best guy at small forward, 2 guard, or point guard during the course of the evening, and in the fourth quarter, he's going to be on your best performer of the night.
Not starting tonight on Westbrook, but we will see him on Westbrook at some point.
Well, they do this all the time. They always start Green on a real big offensive scoring guard or point, and then they will bring White to keep Leonard out of foul trouble in that first quarter.
Here's Steven Adams out to Westbrook with, as you mentioned, Danny Green on him. Adams with a turnaround. And Oklahoma City 1 for 4. The Spurs 0 for 5.
See, I like what Dedmon did there. Dedmon held him out there because he took Adams out of his range.
Aldridge hits the jumper.
Right now, you have to pay attention. See, the man playing Aldridge is continually looking to double team. So that leaves Aldridge wide open. Now, he's not going to miss those shots, especially from the left side of the floor.
They get Kawhi Leonard trying to fight through a screen. His first foul. He has improved his scoring every year. He's averaging 26, as we showed you in the open, which is 10 points per game above his career total his first 5 seasons in the NBA. One of the most improved offensive players maybe we've ever seen. As Green gets the block, Robertson goes at it again, and Adams finally tips it in.
Well, one of the best shot blocking teams that we have in the league is San Antonio. But then again, one of the best offensive rebounding teams happens to be Oklahoma City.
Westbrook with the pass deflection, and now 3 on 2.
Oh, they're going to lay up here.
Oladipo gets the dunk from Westbrook.
Yeah, when you play with a guy like Westbrook, he's coming out of there like a shot out of a cannon. But then you have 2 guys who can run, Robertson and then Oladipo. 2 guys who can fill the lane.
There's Parker, can't find it.
Look up, look up. There it is.
Oladipo going at Green, able to finish off the window. Timeout, San Antonio.
Yeah, they need it, no doubt about it, because this team in this building is out on the break in every opportunity. Not only with the steals, but with the block shots and the rebounding. See, right now, you got to look up the floor. Westbrook has it. Oladipo finishes strong. Now on this one, see, Sabonis turns the wrong way, but Westbrook makes a sensational pass.
And the Royals. Welcome back to Oklahoma City. If having an MVP moment is a prerequisite for the award this year, Russell Westbrook is providing voters with options, and that's just from this week alone with his clutch performances against the Mavs and Mavericks and that record-breaking 57-point triple-double. Now, Victor Oladipo saying words can't really describe what Westbrook is doing, saying it's an honor to play alongside him as he etches his name in the history books. Even one of his newer teammates, Doug McDermott, in all of his motor and not surprised by what he's doing, saying he knew he was going to hit both game winners this week as soon as they broke the huddle. Westbrook's confidence right now sky high, but he says he doesn't take his abilities for granted, saying, I just go out and keep going and going. I'm very, very thankful and blessed to have that energy. And we'll see what energy he has against this Spurs team that's #1 in defensive efficiency, Dave.
Well, Cassidy, you know, he plays every night. He's played in all 75 games, and he plays 100 miles an hour every night. And so far tonight, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
Like I say, though, give him his due about the rebounding. Because in order to do that in this league night in and night out and take that physical pounding, that takes incredible stamina, and then also the fact that you want to do it every night.
Here's Westbrook with a pull-up, able to hit. He's 2 for 2 from the floor.
See, that's his area. Anytime that he gets inside the three-point line, inside of the foul line circle, either way, right or left, 17, 18 feet, almost automatic.
Here's Leonard backing down Robertson. Shot clock down to 5, and 3-second violation.
Now, let me just say this. That's the 3rd San Antonio turnover. San Antonio's 1 for 7. They got 3 turnovers, so you know they're 1 for 10. Now, if you notice the double teaming down there, usually Leonard will just jump over the top of people, but the guy guarding him, Robertson, is 6'7" with long arms.
Another great pass, and Robertson with the finish. 14-3 Oklahoma City. 10 straight points.
They're playing great basketball. They've won 8 out of their last 10, and they're terrific in this building. They're 27-10 for the year.
Here's Parker over Adams, and finally Tony Parker, who did not score against the Warriors and had 2 points against the Cavs, gets that one.
They need him. They need him to get back in shape. He's only playing 25 minutes a game because of all of the injuries, but they need him to score the ball. When he and Mills get 20 points at that position, it makes it so much easier for San Antonio, whether they're at home or on the road. But they need him to pick up in minutes played, because once you get down here at playoff time, they're looking for him to play 28, 30 minutes.
You see the numbers from the last 2 games. There's Mills, who is one of the players they'll bring off the bench along with Pau Gasol.
See, they give you different types of a game. We know that Parker is the penetrator, assists, and then also double figures, where Mills is a three-point shooter, not as creative off the dribble and setting up other players, but dangerous with the 3-ball with the shot clock down.
Timer at 9 for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. Got it rejected by Gasol.
Nice block.
So they take Danny Green, leave him out there with Parker, that bring Gasol in. Here's Leonard for 3. And from February 1st on, he's shooting under 30% from 3 as Westbrook races into the front court, and Abrinas turned it over.
Well, down at the other end, that was a beautiful pass by Parker. He put that ball right on the money for Leonard. Now, we say now, the San Antonio three-point game is down. And we know that they're number 1 for the season, but as we're coming to the end of the year, they're struggling in attempts and then also with the three-point percentage.
It's amazing. You look up the 57-17 record despite those issues. Here's Gasol, misfires. Westbrook with the rebound.
I like the pace. The pace is great tonight for Oklahoma City.
Westbrook 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 points. Traveling is called here. 4 straight triple doubles for Westbrook. Now he's got 3 turnovers in the game.
Well, Pop right now is not waiting. He's got Mills, we all know that, but now he has Ginobili and Gasol in there. They're 3 of his key guys off the bench.
And he's keeping Aldridge and Leonard on the floor.
I'll tell you, the Oklahoma City, can they keep this defense up for 48 minutes? That's going to be the key.
Been good so far, but Gasol from Ginobili, and there's the playmaker Ginobili.
Well, during the championship years, next to Parker, Ginobili would always have the next amount of assists.
15th NBA season, 39 years old, second oldest in the league behind Paul Pierce and Vince Carter, both at age 40. Here's Westbrook from outside, can't hit it, but Steven Adams with a second chance opportunity. Adams tries to fight off Gasol, gets called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, see, that left arm went out. The left arm went out as he tried to make that second bounce. And now he's complaining because he thought that Gasol grabbed him. Watch it right here. See that elbow go right in there?
Yep.
No, that was automatic. That's automatic call for a referee. They're not going to allow you to shed the defensive player.
And now 5 turnovers on Oklahoma City.
That is a lot at stake here now for both teams. That's why you got this fierce defense.
Well, the Thunder still with a chance to get in the top 4. As Westbrook tries to fire to Cantor, Leonard breaks it up. Robertson blocked, gets it back. Here's Cantor. Adams working the glass again. And Westbrook fouled. That was a terrific pass by Adams. Westbrook to the line for the first time tonight.
Now, when you look at Oklahoma City early tonight, they're doing what they're famous for. They are one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. They're 3rd. They get 12 a game. But then the key thing is they put the ball back in the basket. They score and score anywhere from 12 to 15 points almost every night with second chance opportunities.
Aldridge now with 2 fouls. He's got to go to the bench. Let's look at our NBA national TV schedule on ABC Sunday. Boston at the Knicks. The Spurs back home to face Utah. NBA TV Sunday, Denver at Miami. And Houston taking on Phoenix. And then TNT Thursday, Boston, Atlanta, Minnesota, Portland. Boston right now ahead of Cleveland, but as you look at the loss column, they're even with the 27 losses atop the East. Cleveland losing 3 straight coming into tonight. Leonard hits a 2.
Well, Leonard needs to get going. Well, so does Cleveland. Cleveland, we all know, has been struggling. Leonard tonight 1 for 4, but he's taking good shots.
Boy, the defense for Cleveland has been scary bad lately. Abrinas, nice finish that time.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Gasol didn't get him. Remember, we told you now, they're second in shot blocking, almost a shade under 6 shot blocks a game. That's big.
Inside 3 to play here. San Antonio held to 9 points by Oklahoma City's defense so far. Leonard going baseline. Here's Gasol, dumps it down low. David Lee, who's had a really good season, gets it back and puts it in.
This was a great acquisition by picking up Lee, because not only does he give you points and rebounding against good competition, plus you can start him. They started him, he averaged 12 points and like 8 rebounds. And he'll shoot a high percentage, and he's an excellent passer.
Abrinas drains a 3.
Now this guy can come off the bench and be instant heat. He's a good three-point shooter, and then also the fact that he's a very, very good percentage shooter.
Here he is again for 3. This time in and out. By the way, Westbrook got an assist on that 3, so he's got 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 6 points in the first quarter. Gasol from outside. How about Pau Gasol? 48 threes on the season. 24 was his career high coming into this year.
Well, it's a major part of his game this year, and they need it.
Special league tickets start at $25 and all tickets purchased online at Royals.com/Thunder. Cover the Royals that includes the Thunder logo and colors. Don't miss out on seeing the Thunder experience in Kansas City. Visit Royals.com/Thunder to secure your seats today.
Westbrook's triple-double season to that of Oscar back in 1962. Oscar was 23 years old, a couple inches taller, averaged 44 minutes per game back then. Westbrook 34.8. That's a lot this day and age. 38 triple-doubles. And that season, in 79 games played out of a possible 80 games played, Oscar had 41 triple-doubles.
Well, you have to remember now, at the end of 5 years, Oscar Robertson's first 5 years in the league, he averaged 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. And in 4 of the years, they could not round off the 9+ the years that he didn't make it, whether it was rebounding or assists. Now that is a staggering stat.
What was it like to coach him, Hubie? You got him at the tail end there in Milwaukee.
One of the highest IQs you ever seen for anybody who's ever played basketball. Not only was he, that's why the assists, when you look at the assists that he did for his entire career, and he's a great leader. And then also, he was the president of the Players Association, so he did it all. He not only scored, rebound, made assists on winning teams, and then he was also a fabulous leader for the players.
Robertson picks up the foul as first. Let's bring in Cassidy.
Yeah, and Oscar Robertson actually spoke with our Andy Katz, and he says he's rooting for Russell Westbrook to break the record, and he weighed in on the MVP discussion, saying he thinks it's Westbrook. He said years ago it was based on winning championships, and with Russell and the Celtics, as in Bill Russell, but one year Bill won because their team advanced and ours didn't. Now they understand basketball better than they did years ago, guys.
Yeah, that year that he averaged a triple-double, he finished 3rd in the MVP voting. Wilt Chamberlain was 2nd behind Russell. Cantor with the rebound off the Gasol miss.
Now Gasol's very upset because he definitely got hit on that shot. He got hit on the arm. And you like to see tonight, because this is such a big game, you don't want to see the referees miss the close calls.
Abrinas can't get it, and Kyle Anderson with a rebound.
Well, both teams are struggling with the shooting percentage.
Ginobili short on the 3. San Antonio is 1 of 5 from three-point land, 32% overall from the field. Cantor able to collect and finish with the left hand. Nice.
See, they're hurting them in the paint. They're dominating the paint right now, whether it's on drives to the basket or second chance opportunities and the fast break. In the paint right now, 16 points. That's big for the quarter.
About a 5-second difference between the game and shot clocks here at the end of the first. Gasol on the cut, lobs for Lee, throws it down.
That's what you want to look at here, mainly because San Antonio is one of the best assist teams in the league at over 24 a game.
Christian, rookie out of Xavier, running the point here in the final seconds. They got the mismatch. Cantor is fouled. San Antonio did have a foul to give, so it'll be a side out with 2 seconds remaining. Ginobili picking up the foul.
No,
I'll check that. The upside out. Sorry, you.
Yeah, no, Ginobili left his man in the corner to double team that, knowing that they had a foul to give. So he went hard for it and forced them to take it out on the side.
Cantor, and it won't fall. But how about defensively? Oklahoma City's opening quarter holding the Spurs to 16 points. The Thunder with 18 rebounds. Westbrook had 5 boards in that first quarter.
Tonight's second quarter replays are brought to you by Delta Dental, the dental benefits provider for more than 1 million Oklahomans. Into the game for your Thunder, number 25, Doug McDermott.
It's time now for tonight's coach's interview, brought to you by ExxonMobil, and I'm here with Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. And Coach, what are your thoughts on your team's offensive execution there in the first?
Pretty poor.
What about defensively? What improvements do you want to see going forward?
Defense is decent.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Back to you, Dave. QB.
Well, you can see he's very hot. And the reason, they're shooting 35%. They're 1 for 5 in the 3-ball. They only shot 2 foul shots in the entire quarter. They're getting hammered on the boards, 18-7. And then the fact that points in the paint are 16-6. That's where they usually can cut your game down. They don't give up second chance points. They're getting beat there, and they're getting beat out on the break. So things are not a happy camp over there.
Their 2 top scorers, a combined 2 for 9, Aldridge and Leonard. Kyle Anderson starts the second quarter with a basket. Anderson, Mills, Lee, Gasol, and Ginobili start in the second quarter. Russell Westbrook in that first quarter, 6 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in 10 minutes. Oklahoma City turns it over on its first 2 possessions.
I'll tell you what, they just came out in a 2-3 zone, okay? Now, as long as I've been doing San Antonio this year, I've never seen him in a zone. Now, maybe he was just saving that, coming out of a dead ball type of a situation.
We'll keep an eye on it, see if they keep doing it here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Here's Anderson, third year out of UCLA. He's a crafty player, not the quickest guy, but he finds a way.
No, at his size, left-handed, he's an excellent passer. That way in high school, you know, at St. Anthony's, Jersey City, and at UCLA, he has all of that.
Oladipo hits a 3. Oladipo shooting 52% from out there since his return from a back injury in early March.
Well, you know, if you just spot up at the right spots, they'll get you to basketball.
Here's Ginobili. Tough shot there. Sabonis with a rebound. Ahead to Oladipo. And now Doug McDermott driving, and McDermott puts it in a rare 2-point basket for him.
This guy is an excellent addition. He's a scorer, led the nation in scoring at Creighton, and then also he can hit the 3-ball. He's an outstanding 3-point shooter and a guy that gives you instant action. What you don't like right now, they're killing us in transition.
Lee tries to save it out of bounds. And remember, Taj Gibson not playing tonight because of an illness.
And that's a big loss because Gibson gives him defense rebounding. Now look at right here. He was out there, a good pass. He had a layup. Now what you liked about it, they continue to keep coming at you. And that's what, if I'm coaching San Antonio, I don't like it tonight. We're getting hammered in the paint.
Got off to that great start on Wednesday against Golden State as Cantor scores. And then the Warriors destroyed the Spurs over the final 3 quarters to win that game.
Yeah, I love this guy Cantor. He's come in the game. He's already got 3 points, 3 field goals, and he hasn't played, 7-8 minutes. He's instant heat. He can score the ball. Look out here now.
And Anderson saves a bucket on the other end by reaching in and picking up a foul.
Now, Gasol is playing this guy pretty strong. And remember, already San Antonio, now this is Lee, already San Antonio has 5 blocked shots. But Cantor has a great game with his back to the basket. He's very shifty down inside going baseline. And you know that he's excellent on the offensive glass. High percentage shooter, one of the best that we have in the game. He's 9th at like a shade 56%. That's good for a guy coming off the bench.
Had that cup of coffee at Kentucky's from Turkey, was the 3rd overall pick by Utah in 2011. They had so many bigs with him and Gobert and Favors. They had to make a decision. They trade him to the Thunder. Worked out well for both teams. Nice drive and finish that time by Oladipo.
I'll tell you, that was a hard angle. I thought he was going to play the glass. And instead, he not only that, he goes for the swish, and that's his 9th point in this going so far.
9 straight points by the Thunder to open up a 14-point lead. Now, so far this first half for San Antonio looks a lot like the second half against Golden State on Wednesday. Tony Parker back on the floor replacing Mills. He talked about the importance of those two combined, Hubie, and Mills didn't take a shot in 8 minutes, and Parker's got 2 points.
See, that's why I said, up until a month ago, let's face it, when they were playing and both guys were not injured, they were getting you 21 points. Now it's coming back. Why? Mainly because in the last few games, they're not even getting 10 points between them.
And that basket by Parker gives him 4 points. Oladipo's got the hot hand, hits a 3, and has 12 points in the first half.
Well, I just like what he's doing, mainly because he continues to look for the shot and the fact that he's shooting such a high percentage.
5 of 7, 2 of 2 from behind the arc here in the first half for Oladipo. Parker leaning in, able to get the bounce. Back-to-back buckets for Parker.
See, what do you like to see Parker? If you're a San Antonio fan, you want him to get into the paint off the dribble. When Tony was at the top of his game, where he's an all-NBA performer every year, he was always in the paint, and then he would play the glass well, and he was a high foul shooter. Now Oladipo is having a sensational quarter, and not only because of the fact that he's making tough shots, not only with the 3-ball, but also on the drive to the basket. He's 5 for 7 from the field.
For the playoffs, brought to you by United States Marine Corps. So Boston and Cleveland, and Boston actually had 27 losses. So Boston and Cleveland tied in loss column. Look down at Miami, 37 and 38 right now in the playoffs. Think about it, Hubie. That team was 11 and 30 at one point.
No, I'll tell you, their coaching staff is doing as good a job as anyone in this league. And they have a lot of people up from the D-League, guys that they gave chances to. And the perfect example is Johnson, who has lost 40 pounds and is playing as well as anyone. Against the Knicks the other night, he had 17 at halftime. Coming off the bench, he's made a big, big contribution. You love what they're doing because they're a very, very young team.
Oklahoma City here leading San Antonio 37-24. Russell Westbrook back out there. He rested for 6 minutes and they extended the lead.
Well, their defense has been really suffocating. They've been double teaming and doing an excellent job on the key people for San Antonio.
9 to shoot for San Antonio.
I just want to bring out this about San Antonio. They're first in three-point shooting at 39%. They're fifth in field goal percentage at 47. They are fourth in the league in getting to the foul line at 80, but they've only been to the foul line tonight to shoot 2 foul shots. That's it.
And none for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard in early February had been to the line more than he had been all of last year, but he's not getting there as often. The three-point shot isn't falling for him either.
See, the double teaming is taking away the paint, and I got to give them a lot of credit. Their energy level is at their highest.
And Westbrook now with 4 turnovers. And you look at Leonard and Aldridge combined 2 of 11 so far and 1 assist.
Now they're your 2 key guys, all right? With that first unit, they're your 2 key guys, and you'd like to have Green hitting some threes. And when you look at it, Green only has had 1 shot, and then Dedmon didn't take any shots.
Another kick by Oklahoma City.
Both coaches have to be happy with the bench. The benches both are giving them 13 points. Now that's big because Pop, they needed it at San Antonio to come in here and get them somewhat back in this game.
Well, Pau Gasol has been so good off the bench for them offensively. It wasn't working with him and Aldridge starting, and then Gasol had the injury. They were just trying, experimenting with him off the bench. It worked so well that they kept it that way. Parker somehow got it to Aldridge, who somehow gets it to go home.
Now, first of all, Westbrook just put two hands on the guy and pushed the guy, and there was no foul call. All right. You just like the fact that Aldridge was able to, to save that possession.
Here's Adams. Adams got called for an offensive foul earlier, trying the same thing. Now Westbrook. Here's Robertson for a three. And a loose ball foul on San Antonio. You think about the assist numbers for Westbrook, but they're tremendous. And then you also consider they don't have a great three-point shooting team outside of Oladipo. It's not a great shooting team in general.
In general, you're right. But they do have some big guys who can catch and roll and make those strong moves to the basket. And then when you can bring in a guy like Cantor. See, this is the part of his game which is more consistent this year.
Yeah.
When they throw in with the clock down or whatever have you, range seems not to be a factor. He shoots better that way than in the normal part of the game.
Traveling is called on Tony Parker. Westbrook now with 9 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds for the Thunder after his 174th three-pointer.
Now we're bringing in Danny Green right now. Now you have two big guys playing together, Gasol and Aldridge. This has not been good for them. That's why they play Dedmon or Lee with Aldridge, and then, Gasol with the other. Gasol has been excellent coming off the bench at over 12 points a game and shooting over 50-some%. But now you have two slow guys. Oh, look at this.
Back-to-back threes for Russell Westbrook. Wow. Westbrook torching it tonight. 12 points. Time on San Antonio.
The reason why this is so big, as they are at the bottom of the league, they're 28th in three-point makes. Tonight, they look like they're the #1 three-point shooting team.
Sunday, 3:30, it's the Spurs and Jazz from San Antonio. The playoff push matchup presented by United States Marine Corps. Utah with the 4th best record in the West right now, hoping to hold off the Thunder and Clippers and get home court in the first round of the playoffs.
I like what they're doing with Utah. Snyder and his coaching staff doing a terrific job, but Diaw and then the addition that they made with Joe Johnson and then also Hill as at that point guard position. The three of them have made a tremendous input there with such a young basketball team.
George Hill, who was obviously a San Antonio Spur before he was in the Kawhi Leonard trade to Indiana. Look at Westbrook and Oladipo, almost as many points as the Spurs have. Oklahoma City 7 of 8 from the floor in the quarter, 4 of 5 from three-point land. Leonard slips. Here's Green in the lane, and Danny Green still has not scored. And look at Westbrook racing into the front court. Now they got Kawhi on Westbrook here.
They have San Antonio so concerned about getting back. San Antonio is doing nothing on the offensive boards.
Westbrook has hit back-to-back threes. Now he bounces it to Adams, and Adams finishes, so that's 6 assists now for Russell Westbrook.
Great pass, an outstanding pass in traffic. He had to put that through a keyhole, and then also the finish, because Adams got bumped by 2 guys on that release.
It's a 19-point lead for Oklahoma City. Aldridge off the mark again.
Once again, his man is the double teamer on Leonard. He's got to make the shots.
Westbrook unable to get that one.
The pace has been all Oklahoma City.
Leonard 1 of 5 from the floor.
Nice.
Look at though the claw just reaching out there and snatching that ball. Leonard. And then Leonard fouled. He'll go to the line for the first time tonight.
Now just think about it. He has struggled this evening trying to get a good look, never mind getting off a shot. Now this is just a great defensive play. Now he's made a couple of them in this game already, but just watch now. See, they converge on him. They're not going to let him. He shoots over the top, bad angle, you know, way off. That was a bad miss. But you look at right here now, the foul shot attempts and everything in the season. Now in this game, come on, this is only the third and fourth foul shot for San Antonio in this game.
And the first trip for Leonard to the line. So much more on his shoulders this year as the go-to scorer. Really the first one-on-one player Pop said that they've had since Sean Elliott. And obviously he's their best defender, maybe the best defender in the league. There's Sean broadcasting for the Spurs tonight.
Great player, outstanding player, small forward, would do it all.
Westbrook with a pull-up, in and out, and Gasol with a clear.
Jeez. San Antonio still has not scored a point on the fast break, not one.
Here's Green, catch and shoot, and it's good for Danny Green. Timeout, Oklahoma City.
I like the timeout. Stop it right now. It's 15. We're not going to let them get a run before half court now, before halftime.
At halftime, courtesy Holman and Springs.
Tonight's Spotlight Good Sport designated driver of the game is Pamela Hightower. Congratulations.
NBA MVP candidates are all from Southern California. And two of the three were not highly recruited. Nobody really knew who Russell Westbrook was coming out of Lawndale, California, went to UCLA. James Harden was a big-time recruit out of Lakewood, California, went to Arizona State. Kawhi Leonard from Riverside, California, went to Martin Luther King High School and then eventually San Diego State. And now all three starring on the big stage. It's amazing to think Westbrook as he gets to the rim there. And ball knocked out of bounds. James Harden coming up next, by the way. Rockets are in Oakland. They lost last night to Portland, looking to bounce back against the Warriors. Harden had that 53-point triple-double, which was the most in NBA history. Before Russell Westbrook on Wednesday had a 57-point triple-double, and he'll shoot two. Checking with Cassidy Hubbard.
Yeah, Russ actually told me earlier today that from time to time he checks in on James Harden's box scores, and they text from time to time because they're good friends. But when he was asked about James Harden's campaign for MVP, he says it's an amazing honor to even be mentioned in that race, but to see two people from Los Angeles, California is great. It shows that guys growing up in the inner city of LA can make it and be something. And I think that's the bigger picture, is that not just MVP, but that we can make it out where we grow up and not just making the NBA, but to be in the position to be talked about for MVP, guys.
I think there's a great respect because both guys were not highly sought after high school players for what they've accomplished now in the NBA. Patty Mills misses the three, his first shot attempt of the game.
Look, right now San Antonio is shooting less than 37%. They're 1 for 6 in the three ball. They've only attempted 4 foul shots, and they're getting hammered on the glass by 13 rebounds.
And they're down 17. Latter stages of the first half. Leonard's three, in and out. He continues to struggle from out there.
Now they're getting great looks at the basket.
Oladipo no good on the three. Mills able to save it from going out of bounds. But they're going to say a kickball by David Lee, so it'll be Oklahoma City possession.
We look at the scoreboard right now near Oklahoma City, we're up 17. They have just so dominated here when you consider that the Spurs only have 30 points and we have 2.5 minutes to go before they have. That is incredible. We're talking about a team that's averaging 106 a game and then also the #1 3-point shooting team.
Leonard with the step through, able to hit. Kawhi Leonard with just his second basket. But you go back to Monday, they throttle the Cavs. Then they get off to that great start in the first quarter against Golden State. Struggled the remainder of the game and obviously slow going tonight. Here's Cantor. He's had another solid effort off the bench with 6 points. David Lee, though, able to block the shot.
Yeah, he got fouled. I mean, it was so obvious. We've had a lot of big guys, you know, try to battle the physicalness of this game. And listen, this is definitely a defensive playoff game type of pressure by Oklahoma City.
You're right, though. They missed that one. Lee definitely got the arm. Ginobili up top for three. It's good. Ginobili with his first basket, and that gets San Antonio within 12.
Now you're coaching. You're at home. This is a big game for you. You have got to get your guys. You do not want San Antonio to make a run here with 130. Beautiful shot.
Westbrook with a pull-up jumper now has 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in the first half. Halfway home to triple-double number 39. Mills fouled by Westbrook.
See, Westbrook is complaining that the elbow went out. You see, he's complaining now.
Said he hit me first.
Yeah, that's right. Now just keep an eye on this now as they come towards the center of the court. See, it goes up here, and he claims. You see his head go back? Now, that we didn't have the angle there to show that. Yeah, there it is. The elbow right into him, and that's why the head went back.
Mills misses the free throw, though.
Now,
Band-Aid there for Westbrook on the right wrist.
San Antonio, every year, shoots 80 or more on the foul line as a team. Mills is one of their better free throw shooters.
One minute remaining in the first half. Oklahoma City, a season high, 12 games above 500. Trying to get win number 44 on the year. Nice. Westbrook to Cantor. Another assist for Westbrook. Another bucket for Enes Kanter.
You have to admire the players that are moving to the open area, and Westbrook is finding them in sweet spots because they are wide open, but they're moving to those areas.
8 points for Cantor, 7 assists for Westbrook here in the first half. Lee tracks down the loose ball. Mills got Adams off his feet. Connects on the three-pointer.
That's what we said. Now you don't like that. You don't want that to happen. You're down to 12 now. This is the old story. Right now, you can see a little energy now, urgency right now by San Antonio.
Westbrook gets it back. Got it poked away by Kawhi Leonard. And Leonard able to track it down and gets the easy two. It's a 10-point game. You may think you have an easy passing lane, and he comes out of nowhere.
That's right. Now, that was excellent defense. Remember, San Antonio is 28-9 on the road this year. You know they're going to come back. They're going to make a strong run at it.
Mills defending Westbrook, and Mills fouls Westbrook on the three-point shot.
Oh, boy.
Grabbed his left arm.
See, now this is just a very, very bad foul. See, he grabbed first, but then because of the strength. How about the physical? Watch him grab his shirt and the arm, and then what happened? Physical strength, he's able to get that shot up.
Westbrook already 4 of 4 at the line. He'll shoot 3 after Mills picks up the first foul. Quite a halftime coming up. Michelle and the gang will talk about Westbrook going for his 39th triple-double, the record 41 in a single season. Byron Scott in there with Chauncey and Michelle tonight. Quite a halftime coming up.
What you like about Westbrook, he gets to the foul line, 10.6 attempts a night, 10.6, and he shoots it at 84. Very, and he's been that way ever since he's come in the league. A very, very solid mid-80 foul shooter.
And again, you go back to that 4-game losing streak. Westbrook's numbers, he was struggling a little bit, and you thought, well, maybe now it's James Harden or Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James, but boy, he has been on a tear the last 2 weeks, and it's continued tonight. He's got 19 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds here in the first half.
The big thing that you have to say is, well, what about his team? Well, they're 43 and 31. Come on, they're a plus 12 here.
Aldridge misses. Sabonis to Westbrook. He's got time. Gives it up. Oladipo for 3. No good at the buzzer. But there are a lot of people that thought the Thunder wouldn't even make the playoffs this year. And they're tied for 5th in the loss column. They're 12 above 500. They've got a 13-point lead. Ovis figured it out a long time ago how to pass the ball, get to teammates, and score, do whatever he wants, including turn the ball over, which he did 6 times in the first half.
That's right, but he's dominating this game here right now. He, not only at the offensive, but also the defensive end. We're going to show you Russell right here. Now watch the crossover. I come in. Now, this is where he's the most dangerous. Once he's around that foul line, wherever you're going, east, north, south, east, west, here he is again. Now watch, he gets the mismatch that he wanted, and as he backs up, he takes and he's going to shoot it. He's 5 for 10 from the field, and he's 2 for 4 in threes. But this is where he's been outstanding. He has already 7 assists. This perfect pass to Oladipo to finish off, and then he catches him again on a nice no-look pass, and then the shuffle to complete the play. Now you just love what he's doing, because it's just not only the points that he's had, but it's also the rebounding 7 and the assists, and then the fact he's 2 for 4 in the three-point shooting. You just love what he's doing.
Let's bring in Cassidy Hubbard.
Yeah, I spoke with Russell Westbrook earlier today, and he said he feels like this team is close to getting in the flow of getting ready for the postseason, but that they just need to continue to put a whole game together. Now, after having been climbing out of 2 big holes the last 2 games, this one is about keeping a double-digit lead. And I spoke with Billy Donovan at the half, and he said they just need to take care of the ball. Turning over the ball 11 times is unacceptable, and they're getting hurt on loose ball rebounds and second chance points, guys.
It's weird. You look at this week. Great start to the third quarter, Adams from Oladipo, but you have Monday night where they have to come back against Dallas, and Wednesday night they were down 21, an Oklahoma City franchise record for a comeback as Parker gets to the rim.
Now, one of the very few times in this game that we have seen a dribbler get to the rim and score a layup for San Antonio.
And that's 8 points now for Tony Parker. The backcourt of Westbrook and Oladipo at 31 in the first half, as Leonard is called for the foul on Westbrook. That's 2 on Kawhi.
Now, that was a latent fault. What I like to play, by putting Russell down inside, he'll get one-on-one coverage. And he just feels that sometimes he wants to change up on you, take you down in there and see what you do. Now, he was definitely fouled on that shot.
7 of 7 at the line for Westbrook, coming off a 57-point triple-double. He had 26 points in the fourth quarter and overtime of that game against Orlando. He's now averaging 10 points per game in the fourth quarter. Think about it. We went 20 years without anybody averaging that. Now we got 2 guys, Westbrook and Isaiah Thomas.
Right, great, excellent point. Now, right now, San Antonio, they know they've got to get Leonard and Aldridge in the game. Between them, they are 5 for 18. They need the 2 scores, the number 1 and 2, to get some looks. Up until now, the looks have not been there. Good looks.
Leonard 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Parker misses.
Oh, look out here.
Westbrook with the rebound. Ahead to Oladipo. And Oladipo, I don't know what happened there.
Well, he was underneath the basket, so he had to try to put it out to play the glass, and the ball caught the corner of the rim. But he's out there like a shot out of a cannon.
And I thought Westbrook was about to get assist number 8, along with that 8th rebound, as Leonard misses again. Out of bounds, San Antonio keeps.
Now this pass is right on the money. Now just watch. See, he's head on the basket, and as he tries to come around it, he had a bad angle. All right? He would have loved to have played the glass off of that situation.
Leonard at the elbow, hits.
Now just remember now, Danny Green and the centers, are not even getting any looks in this game. They can't even make a pass in a situation where they even get an attempt at the basket.
Yeah, Green just 1 basket. Dedmon hasn't taken a shot. Powell is 2 of 4 from the floor. Westbrook, great pump fake. Finds Sabonis, and he finishes. There's assist number 8 for Westbrook.
Yeah, I loved it. He came up on the other side of the basket. That negated the 2 black shirts from blocking the shot. And remember, at halftime, 5 block shots from San Antonio.
Sabonis starting with Taj Gibson out tonight because of an illness. And they played so well defensively tonight and on the glass without Gibson, who gives them so much in both those areas.
They're so quick tonight. They're quicker than San Antonio. You're watching the game, you know that. But they're almost, it looks like a suffocating zone, but it's not. It's man-to-man coverage, and then they get back. They're daring you to take the 3.
And Tony Parker grabs a hold of Robertson there. There was a mismatch on the post.
Now keep an eye on Westbrook right now. I see this is just a great move. Why? Sabonis created the passing area and then came up underneath. Nice.
2 team fouls on San Antonio here. 12 to shoot for the Thunder.
Well, this guy Dedmon, we know he's having a great season for them. He's averaging, when you consider the fact that he doesn't play a half a game, the rebounding and the 5 or 6 points that he scores, outstanding.
3 to shoot. Westbrook goes between the legs and then to the left hand. Off the mark, and Leonard with a rebound.
Come on, you got a 5-on-4 here.
Westbrook holding his left hip as he runs back up the floor. Green misfires on the three. Leonard saves it. Here's Dedmon, who's still learning the game of basketball. Only been playing for 6 years, started at age 18. He'll go to the line.
Well, at 7 feet, he's very quick. And you can see out on the last play, he sets the screen, and then this is Westbrook right here. Now you can see the hit. He hits off of Leonard, but a hard fall. And you're going to see him get up now and grab, the backside.
Sabonis on the other and commits a second foul.
I always like to say, look, the guy did not miss a game in high school, did not miss a game at UCLA, did not miss a game in his first 7 years in the league. So with him playing every game this year, that's not out of the ordinary for this guy. He loves playing. And he has the body to sustain the physical pounding.
It is interesting. We did talk with Billy Donovan before the game about rest, and he said, look, it's a collaborative effort. We do have a couple of back-to-backs. We will discuss with Russell, depending on how things go here over the next week, about maybe him taking a game or two off before the playoff.
Yeah, but come on, now you're in a fight. You have an excellent chance here now of moving up.
They're 2 games out of 4th in the loss column.
Right.
Here's Westbrook hitting, and 23 points now for Russ.
They almost, when you're a big guy playing him there, you almost stop laying off him because he's going to blow by you. You've got to take away that shot. He loves that area.
Only taken 12 shots tonight, and he's got 23 points. Leonard, 4-3, and he's 0 for 4 from behind the arc.
Oladipo relaces on every shot. Nice block by Danny Green.
And then another San Antonio foul, 3rd team foul on the Spurs. They get Parker. Check that, Danny Green with the personal.
Oklahoma, you can see a coach that understands right now he's in trouble. And mainly because he thought that our team would come out and dominate here in the first 5 minutes. And it's just the opposite. They are running up and down, outrunning us in the transition game. Some white shirt is always open up ahead, and that's a bad sign.
And the crowd cheering as Andre Robertson, a 42% free throw shooter, gets it. I mean, everything's going right tonight. They have not missed at the line, 12 of 12. A lot of pressure right now on Robertson.
Look at Robertson. Why is he in the lineup, a guy who's such a bad shooter? Well, he's the guy that's guarding Leonard. And he also had 7 rebounds very quietly at halftime.
He's got 9 now. So does Westbrook. And the lead is 18 for Oklahoma City. The biggest lead for the Thunder in the first half was 19.
See, there's your double. See, Adams is all over the double.
He dribbles out of it, fires the 3, it won't go. And a foul called on San Antonio on Dedmon. That is the 4th team foul on the Spurs.
As a coach watching this game, the defensive game ball might go to Adams tonight if he continues what he's doing. He is leaving his man, no matter where he is, and takes away that paint area that you cannot get into the paint. And then if there's a double team, it's interesting how many times he's on the double team.
Well, you look at this roster for Oklahoma City, Hubie, they've got a lot of very good players. They're just unique players, right?
Yes.
They're not all scorers. I mean, Adams and what he does, he brings what a lot of players at his position in the league can't bring.
Well, see, they had to find themselves defensively. And I'm talking about from last year to this year, finding themselves where they can attack this pressure. Now, can they continue this type of pressure every night into the playoffs?
By the way, Westbrook with rebound number 10. He's 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Lost the ball there, and that'll go down as a turnover, number 7. And with Kawhi Leonard struggling, where's the offense going to come from? Parker is fouled. He's got 8 points. He'll go to the line.
Now, Robertson's upset. He thought that he cut him off and did a pretty good job. What I liked about it, Adams took away Tony's lane of turning the corner once he got into the paint.
That's 3 on Robertson. Tony Parker, a lot of mileage. Started playing when he was 15 in France. He's 34, 16th NBA season. You wonder how much he'll have in the tank in the playoffs for San Antonio, trying to get his 6th championship.
I just want to, the PR department just gave me this before the game. Tony Parker, this is his 1,137th game.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines, and Samsung and the Galaxy S7 Edge.
We got to be a little bit tougher, a little bit more aggressive. You got to pick it up, you got to get into people, and you got to put bodies on them on the board. The ball's moving much better. You guys are doing a good job of moving the ball. Making a shot helps. You guys are taking some good shots. They got to drop. Okay, let's keep going.
The subtle thing of making the shot is the key. I mean, that's what he's talking about. The movement is a little bit better. As far as getting great looks at the basket, I would question that. Because right now, no matter how you look at it, Leonard and Aldridge are struggling, and they need them to step up here.
Well, Tony Parker just missed 2 free throws. Now Russell Westbrook, who's 9 of 9 at the line, getting 2 here as Ginobili picks up his second foul, and the Spurs are over the foul limit.
I mean, no matter how you look at it, your 2 scorers, your top tip scorers, Leonard and Aldridge, are 6 for 22. But the bad point is they've only been to the foul line and shot 4 foul shots. You're looking for more there.
Only one player in double figures for San Antonio. That's Leonard with 10, and he's 4 of 12. Chance of MVP as Westbrook was at the line that time, and he's got 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Ginobili took a shot to the face. Get Robertson for his 4th foul. Just continue to marvel at the numbers that Westbrook's putting up, but then the record for Oklahoma City. If they win tonight, they're 44 and 31. They could still get to 50 wins. They only have 3 home games left after tonight. Ginobili, nice underhanded pass. Parker can't pay it off, though. Leonard takes it away from Adams. That ain't easy. Aldridge grabbed by Adams. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, he's not going to let him get an easy shot. Force them to make the foul shots because they've been on the line so few times this evening. Now, that was just an outstanding rebound by Leonard. He came a distance and then the physical contact.
3 straight misses for the Spurs at the line.
Yeah, see, this is good. And we're talking about, they're 4th in free throw shooting at 80%. But it's the old story. When a game is this physical, you foul guys and you force them to make the foul shots, no matter how good they are.
When you mentioned it earlier, they're number 1 in the league in 3-point shooting, but lately they've been struggling. They're 3 of 15 tonight.
Right.
They're 6 of 12 at the line. Parker on Westbrook. This is a matchup Westbrook likes. Nice pass by Westbrook, and Adams is fouled.
See, the rotation from the other side of the lane, Aldridge was late. You knew that when Russell came off, Adams is going right to the front of the rim. The pass will be there. Well, you need the black shirt, San Antonio, on the other side of the line to be there in the rotation. Aldridge was late.
Looking at our NBA national TV schedule, a doubleheader Sunday on ABC, the Knicks and Celtics, followed by the Spurs at home against Utah. NBA TV Sunday, Denver, Miami, Houston, Phoenix, and Thursday on TNT, Boston, Atlanta, Portland, which right now holds the 8th spot in the West, taking on Minnesota. Here's Pau Gasol, who has 5 points on the night, and he's fouled on the way up.
Yeah, that was great. There are 4 white shirts around the roll man on that play. And that has been consistent. And that thing, when you're a coach in this league, you just love to see that because the energy level is there. This is such a big game for them. They've won 8 out of their last 10. And then also their home record, we told you, is very, very solid. They're 27 and 10. And they're feeling it. The people in the stands are feeling it. Hey, we're really moving as a team at both ends of the floor.
Well, again, the defense, it starts there tonight for the Thunder, holding San Antonio to 37%. More missed free throws for the Spurs. 19-point Oklahoma City lead midway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they were going to run a staggered screen there for Russell. Oh, wow. No, come on.
Adams and Parker have words.
Well, see, Parker is upset because Adams comes out. When you set a staggered screen, just watch it. See how Adams keeps moving? He keeps moving out. Now the first guy left. Now right here, you can see Adams grab Parker by the arm, and Parker. That's why he was upset.
And that's why they got the foul. It was the reaction there by Parker. Second foul on him. So Adams at the line.
We have been saying this since the get-go. This is a very physical game here tonight. The referees had to be on top of it. The players are complaining, and we're proving that it's happening at both ends. Guys are getting fouled, and there are no calls. Well, that's upsetting when a game this big and this is happening.
Sure. Yeah, Parker had a long conversation with Mark Ayotte there. Mark Davis and Courtney Kirkland are other officials. There's some contact in the lane there. Jeremy Grant on the floor defending Kawhi Leonard here. 7 to shoot. Ginobili catching fire and gets a 3.
Well, you're looking for a little spurt. You still have 5.5 minutes here. You want to try to get it back. You know, you're looking right up there right now, and you say we're 18 down. Can we get it down to like 10 or 12?
And you watch Westbrook. He's able to dribble the ball so low and so quickly. When he splits double teams, guys reach in, can't get the ball. He's so strong. And he's back at the line where he is 11 of 11.
He changes direction so quick. He's so athletic. And your point of his strength, it's the strength. Just think of it every night that he's doing this.
Another MVP candidate, James Harden, looking to bounce back. Had 30 points last night in Portland, but took 30 shots and his team lost. They've got the Warriors up next here on ESPN.
Russell's got a basketball. Who wants this thing?
.1962. He averaged a triple-double and he finished in 3rd place. Oscar Robertson, the last player to average a triple-double for an entire season. The runner-up averaged 50 points. Will Chamberlain in 49 minutes. The MVP, Bill Russell. Hard to argue with any of those guys. Back in '62, I'm told.
Well, we're talking about 3 of the biggest giants in the history of professional basketball. I just want to bring out a nice little point here. Westbrook is the leading rebounder in the game with 11. The second rebounder, Robertson, at 10. Very quietly at that small forward position, and he's doing a terrific job on Leonard as well as the team. Anytime Leonard gets a little breathing room, the double team is there.
The turnover through the hands of Cantor. That looked like it was going to be assist number 9 for Westbrook. Now Ginobili, too strong on the 3. Westbrook with his 12th rebound. Needs 2 assists for his 5th consecutive triple-double. Look at him get the offensive rebound. Oh, he went for the stuff but couldn't throw it down. That would have been spectacular if he would have got the offensive rebound and dunked. Leonard fouled. Count it. 3-point chance for Leonard. Jeremy Grant reaching in.
See, that's a player who's a great player. We're going to talk about the defensive player of the year in this league for the past 2 seasons, meaning Leonard. And then also the fact that he's struggling here tonight. Just watch. See, he's trying to bang. He's trying to bang and create space, and the space isn't there. Now, that was almost a miracle shot because he gets the soft bounce on the rim. But then the fact that he gets to the foul line is a major bonus.
Runner-up for MVP last year, in the discussion again this year, along with Westbrook, Harden, of course, perhaps LeBron James, although with Cleveland struggling lately. Although it looks like the Cavs going to end their 3-game losing streak tonight.
Hey, if Boston ever comes out ahead of Cleveland when we end this season, this young man Thomas is also got to be in there in the conversation.
He's 3rd in the league in scoring at 29 per game, and he's carrying that Celtic team as Gasol is fouled on the drive.
Well, for all of you out there, if you're not really following it, in the 4th quarter, Isaiah Thomas for Boston is 10-plus points a quarter. and then you have Westbrook at 10 in the fourth quarter of big games. He's carrying Boston with the pressure night in and night out at 5'9".
And the last pick in the draft in the second round by Sacramento when he came out of Washington.
The other factor is he gets to the foul line. For a young guy like that, and he's a fantastic foul shooter.
Gasol gets both of them. The foul is on Steven Adams, his third, and San Antonio is back within 12.
That's all you want.
4 minutes to go.
I'm telling you now, if you get it down to 10 to 12, and then you make another spurt down to 6 minutes, you're right back in this game.
Westbrook, no basket, offensive foul on the screen on Adams. The Thunder has gone 5 minutes without a field goal as Adams picks up his 4th personal foul.
So you don't want to fall asleep. They fell asleep, meaning Oklahoma City, with about 4 minutes to go at the end of the second quarter. And right now, you just don't want to have this happen. So right now, Sabonis is coming into the game for Adams. Give him a little blow here right now.
And again, no Taj Gibson tonight. He's out with an illness. Gasol open underneath, and that quick release by Gasol. It's a 10-point game.
Great pass by Ginobili because he sees Gasol in the hole. Now, we told you Gasol is only playing 25 minutes a game, but he's coming off the bench and giving them 12, 13 points every night, shooting over 50 and getting almost 2 shot clocks.
Is World Autism Awareness Day. Many NBA arenas will be lit up blue, joining iconic landmarks to support Autism Speaks Light It Up Blue campaign and the 70 million people affected by autism worldwide. Join NBA Cares and Autism Speaks to show your support and raise awareness of families living with autism. To learn more, visit NBACares.com. With Hall of Famer Hubie Brown, Cassidy Hubbard, Dave Pasch here in Oklahoma City. San Antonio on a 12-1 run, and the Thunder's lead now just 10 late here in the third quarter.
Well, right now, Oklahoma City's got to pay attention to Ginobili and Gasol. They're the ones that are bringing them back.
And on defense, they got Kawhi Leonard now on Westbrook. Gasol with the rebound off the Cantor miss.
Well, this comes down to high percentage basketball now for San Antonio.
Ginobili driving.
Nice.
Great pass by Ginobili. Gasol blew it twice there at the rim.
Oh, that's inexcusable for a foul. What a great pass by Ginobili.
And Cantor foul. Good pass ahead by Westbrook to Cantor streaking down the lane.
Now just watch this pass by Ginobili coming in here. You think you're going to get the shot block? You see the fact that Gasol did not grab that ball with both hands. And then also he's an excellent tapper. He doesn't leave his feet. But with that long reach, you know, he's close to 7 foot, the long reach with the long arms. No excuse for missing that one.
And Aldridge picked up his 4th foul. Regardless of whether you're a Spurs fan or a Ginobili fan or not, when he retires, we're going to look back and appreciate one of the great careers we've seen for a guy drafted where he was. Late second round, 57th overall in 1999.
Well, you say that. But we all have to remember he was being the MVP of the European League, playing out of Italy. You're MVP in Italy for a couple of years. But then the star and captain of the great Argentina team that won the Olympics. So you know he was kind of satisfied. So a lot of those European guys were getting picked on the second round, and you were hoping that they might come over. And then when he did come over, look what he brought. I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest competitors ever to play in this league, a great assist guy, high percentage foul shooter, great three-point shooter, and then pressure. When you think of all the rings that they won with him here, he's always on the floor under crunch time. Even now, Pop still plays him down the stretch when they're trying to win a close game.
Another missed free throw by San Antonio, but you mentioned tonight Tony Parker playing his 1,137th game. This is 988 for Ginobili passing the Admiral. Westbrook with 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's got Gasol on him here.
Big thing is right now, just don't foul him.
Look at this. He was about 6 or 7 feet behind the three-point line.
Powell played him perfectly. He laid off him so that he wouldn't drive. And you'll take your chances on that shot. Sure.
And now you have Leonard driving, goes
Oh,
behind
nice
the
play.
back on Grant. What a play by Kawhi Leonard.
Now, they might have called a walker there, but they didn't. But you just give it. When he came behind his back, that opened up the lane for him to go to his right.
San Antonio with an 8. Abrina's driving, can't get it, and cleared by David Lee.
See, this is a good combination, Lee and Gasol. And then they leave Leonard in the game.
Ginobili, another great pass. Leonard finishes with the left. It's a 6-point game.
How about the pass? Ginobili has come in here right now and has just really given us great assists. Now here it is. It's a nice move behind the back by Leonard. Opened up the lane. So he gets put a little hop in there and then a strong move. Now how about this pass? You're going to front me and lay off. There's space.
The game. Samaj Christian in running the point right now for Oklahoma City. Rookie from Xavier misses. Kept it alive. Out of bounds to San Antonio.
Yeah, see, that would have been inexcusable if San Antonio did not come up with that ball because 2 black shirts left and they allowed the ball to hit the floor.
San Antonio right now entrenched as the 2 seed in the West. They're 3 back in the loss column of Golden State for the top spot after falling to the Warriors Wednesday.
See, San Antonio, this is their 9-man rotation. They leave Leonard out there, and these are their 4 key subs all year long.
Ginobili gives it up. Mills short on the 3.
Yeah, they need Patty. If they're going to get it done here tonight, they need him now to give them a spark.
He's 1 of 3 from the floor, all from 3-point land.
See, this guy's strong. This guy's strong.
Wow. And then how about Ginobili coming over for the block?
That's a young Mano.
Leonard's 3 is good.
Oh, boy.
His first 3-pointer of the night gets the Spurs within 3.
See, right now, Billy Donovan is absolutely out of his mind because he thought Cantor was fouled at the other end.
Kawhi Leonard with 13 of his 21 points coming in the 3rd quarter. Sabonis down the lane. Nice finish by the rookie from Gonzaga.
Yeah, that was a great finish, a good pass, and a strong move. And Gasol definitely did not challenge. He should have been there on that shot clock.
Leonard again. Steps back, fires. And off target on the 3-pointer. Keep in mind here, Oklahoma City overcame a 21-point deficit to win on Wednesday. They had a 21-point lead tonight, but it's down to 5 here late in the 3rd quarter. Cantor again going to work here on Lee.
Let him go.
Grant for 3, and Jeremy Grant swishes it home.
Now that's Grant's first field goal. But they use him because of his athleticism. He's really lanky. He can cover a lot of ground.
Here's Mills. Lee drives on Cantor, gets it sent back, but kept alive. Mills with 1 for 3. Good at the horn.
That's what you needed. That's what you needed, mainly because of that shot block could have been demoralizing. But then Lee finds the ball, gets the ball back out, and then this is what you're looking for if you're San Antonio. You want this guy to get going because he can score a bundle in a short period of time.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Ask you something. You ready for the 4th quarter? At this time, you got a little job to do. You got to turn that Thunder energy all the way up, man. It's time to get loud. It's time to get proud. It's time to bring the Thunder!
Welcome back to Oklahoma City. I'm here with the Thunder head coach, Billy Donovan. And coach, what was the biggest issue offensively during that scoring drought there in the 3rd?
Well, I don't know if it was necessarily that as much as I thought when Adams and Robertson got in foul trouble, they got going. We couldn't get any stops, and obviously we didn't score at the rate we were scoring. But listen, they're a great team, and, you know, we knew it was going to be a 48-minute game.
Speaking of getting stops, Kawhi Leonard started to get hot there in the quarter. What's the biggest message to try to close this one out?
Well, when Andre was in foul trouble, we got to do a better job collectively against him, and we certainly let him get going there, and he brought them right back.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, you
Back to
just
you,
had
Dave.
a great opportunity there. The defense once again causes it, and you get out and you miss that layup.
And Billy Donovan talked about Adams picking up his 4th foul, and since then the Spurs have outscored Oklahoma City 13-6. It's a 5-point game here in the 4th. Kawhi Leonard had 13 points in that 3rd quarter.
See, the big difference is the fact that the bench, 33 points for San Antonio to 18. Then also the fact that Pop allowed Leonard to stay out on the floor with his 4 substitutes. That was a great move, and they executed perfectly. But Billy Donovan's thing of Adams was big. But also remember now, Robertson has 10 rebounds, but Adams has been the key to covering the lane.
Oladipo with a pull-up jumper, and Oladipo with 14 points. His first basket since the first half, though. Russell Westbrook not on the floor to start the 4th quarter. He is 2 assists shy of his 39th triple-double. Nice job by David Lee on the glass.
Yeah, right there. Now that was a tough shot by Mills. He could not get the shot up over the top of Oladipo. But how about Lee on the follow-up? That was an outstanding follow-up.
Well, Pop told us before the game he's very pleased with the way David Lee has played. A little bit of a chip on his shoulder last year. Not a lot of teams wanted him. He was in Boston and Dallas split time there after winning a championship with the Warriors and fell out of the rotation a couple of years ago. Here's Mills. Now Kyle Anderson driving.
Nice.
Danny Green wide open and can't make it.
Yeah, see that you need him. You need him. He and Mills have got to get it together. Danny Green is now 0 for 4 in the 3-ball, and for his career, he's an over 40% shooter with the 3-ball.
Cantor attacking Lee, and Lee fouls him. That's the first on him and the first on the Spurs in the quarter.
When Cantor comes in the game, he's one of the most productive bench players that we have in the league because he can score against anyone. I don't care. You can have a double team on him or what. He's a good foul shooter. He draws fouls. He has a great game with his back to the basket, and he can back you down, meaning he has good lower body strength. He can back you down with his back to the basket and then work for the hook or whatever he would like to play with.
He averages 15 points, 7 rebounds per game.
Now that's a ton when you consider the fact of minutes played.
And they absolutely need all of his points and rebounds on this team.
He only plays 21 minutes.
Oladipo, no. Anderson with the rebound. An important game for both teams. Just 7 games left in the regular season after tonight. San Antonio with a turnover. Oladipo to the rim.
Right. See, right now, Pop, this unit that's out on the floor right now, you know, it's not a very productive unit. In this game tonight, 4 out of the 5 guys. Lee was the only guy. Good quick timeout by Pop. Had to call it.
The NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm, here to help life go right. And in part by Toyota, let's go places. And Taco Bell, the triple-double crunch wrap, bigger, beefier, and back on the menu.
Friday presented by State Farm. A terrific way to end March. Great Western Conference doubleheader. Warriors and Rockets up next. 9.5 to go here in the 4th quarter of Oklahoma City and San Antonio, with the Thunder in front by 7. Westbrook still on the bench for Oklahoma City. Anderson to Lee, and the tip in by Aldridge.
That was a nice save by Lee. And by getting it up on the glass, allowed Aldridge to score. That is only his 3rd score in the game for a total of 8 points for Aldridge.
Spurs were down 21 earlier. Oklahoma City with just 7 baskets here in the second half. Oladipo turns it over and then commits a foul, sliding into Parker. That's the second on Oladipo. And Russell Westbrook checking back in.
Yeah, they got to bring Ian Adams right now. You can't fool around now and then allow them, because they're hanging right around this 5-point mark. Remember, they were 19 down, 19 points down at halftime. They got it down to 5. You do not want them to get any closer, and then if you're Pop, he's got to maneuver here and try to keep this under 10.
And you wonder when Kawhi Leonard will come back in. Leonard had 13 points in the third, 21 points on the night. Green thought he was fouled, no whistle, and the shot clock now at 5.
You're in trouble here.
Parker with 2, got to put it up. Lee, and San Antonio turns it over for the 11th time. Now the Warriors beat San Antonio in Texas on Wednesday. Steph Curry and Golden State home tonight to Houston. Up next here on ESPN. Curry won MVP obviously the last 2 years. Will Russell Westbrook win it this year? He just got his 9th assist and is one shy of 39 triple-doubles on the season.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Nice setup by Sabonis within his range. That was his 3rd basket tonight.
Lead back to 7 for the Thunder.
Too much time is going off the clock here.
And a bad play there by Parker.
Yeah, see, since this group has been on the floor for San Antonio, not too many good things have happened.
And that brings Kawhi Leonard and Manu Ginobili back into the game. Anderson just picked up his second team foul on the Spurs in the quarter.
So Pop right now is going with Parker, and then also Ginobili in the backcourt, Leonard at small forward, and then with Aldridge and Lee.
Robertson back out there for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it's Leonard on Westbrook the rest of the way.
And Danny Green on Westbrook for much of the game. Sabonis bumped by David Lee, and that's 2 on him, 3 on the Spurs. So Sabonis filling in for Taj Gibson, who's out tonight with an illness. He's had a good second half.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. We know he only played 20 minutes a game, but he did start 64 times. Unfortunately, they were not getting a lot of points. So the trade that brought Gibson from Chicago was major, because there you get a double-figure scorer, an outstanding rebounder who can play high in the high post or post up down inside, and an outstanding defender. And like Billy Donovan told us tonight, he's taken over calling the defensive movement in the back of our frontline players.
Comes from great genes. His dad Arvidas, one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
1 out of 2 there for Domas at the foul line. 8-point lead for Oklahoma City. Here's Aldridge with Adams guarding him. Aldridge lost the ball, still collected and let it fly, but couldn't get it to drop.
Yeah, this group is not giving them anything, all right? They're not getting good looks, and the clock is going down. They're wasting time.
Westbrook drives. His pass broken up, and that's 8 turnovers by Westbrook in the game.
Look out.
Leonard on the baseline. That pump fake where he raises the ball, hoping to get the defender off his feet. Good job by Adams defending him. Now Leonard will try the 3 and get it.
Boy, oh boy.
He's starting to heat up. 16 points since halftime.
Now you said, that right now he's 2 for 8 in threes. But we told you, within this last month, he's been really struggling with the 3 ball, only shooting it right in the 20% mark.
Aldridge with the block on Westbrook.
This is what you need now. You got to get a good one here.
That's a good one. Although Leonard could not hit it. David Lee is there for the putback, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, this is now, by Pop making those substitutions, it like revitalizes ball club right now.
Here's Westbrook, fires to Adams, and Russell Westbrook with another triple-double, his 39th of the season, 2 away from the record set by Oscar back in 1962.
Well, they run that pick and roll as well as anybody. Anytime that he comes off of Adams, Adams is a great target.
Here's Parker. No good on the 3. 26 points, 14 rebounds, maybe 11 assists. No, the 3 off the mark by Oladipo.
Big thing for San Antonio. Just relax. You got 5:44 to go. It's still 5. Pop is making calls over there right now. Just get organized and run what he wants.
The Thunder, by the way, 31-7 record when Westbrook nets a triple-double on the season. 76 career triple-doubles for Westbrook. And how about Ginobili? A three-point chance for Manu. What a shot.
That's a young Manu. When he came into the league, he could make all of these acrobatic shots. Just watch this release. He has nothing. Look at this. Falling down, and he gets nothing but the bottom of the net.
And Michelle, Boston barely won, so that means still a half game separates the two. They're tied in the loss column atop the East. Washington in third place. Here we've got the second place team in the West, San Antonio, against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Russell Westbrook, just 1 of 6 from the floor this half, but he did get his 39th triple-double. Needs 3 in the final 7 games to break the single season record set by Oscar Robertson.
Big player right now is on the foul line. Manu Ginobili has come in and done a great job here. Now, a crucial point here. That was the 9th miss on the foul line by San Antonio.
Yeah.
The number 1 right at the top. They're always 1, 2, or 3 in the league at the line.
Westbrook off the mark. Just 1 of 7 this half on the floor at San Antonio ball. Think about it, the Thunder again, they overcame a 21-point deficit on Wednesday. If they were to lose this game after having a 21-point lead.
Yeah. Ginobili has been big in this game with the 8 points. Not only that, but the 5 assists and then the 4 boards. He's done a terrific job, and he's made 2 threes.
Ginobili trying to split the double team, turns it over. Westbrook without a field goal the last 15 minutes, gives it up to Cantor. Oh, late whistle there. I'm going to say it was just a good defensive play, knocked out of bounds.
Wow. But then again, when you're the defensive player of the year for the last 2 years, you might get that call.
It's easy to see the hand reach in there, too. 10 blocks. They call it a block officially. 10 blocks by San Antonio. Now a timeout by Oklahoma City. The Thunder clinging to a 3-point lead inside 5 minutes remaining.
I think the NBA does a great job with NBA Cares and touching so many different causes. My son has autism, and now I'm mainly trying to focus on autism awareness. I found a great partnership, and I really like how they're raising awareness for autism. And it's great. So that's really special.
Back with Hall of Famer Hubie Brown and Cassidy Hubbard. Dave Pash in Oklahoma City. Thunder lead down to 3. Adams from Westbrook, no good. Rebounded by LaMarcus Aldridge.
No, that was excellent. They played it perfectly. Russell made the correct pass. Now remember, in this half, Russell is struggling. He's only 1 for 7 from the floor. But that should have been an easy play for Adams.
Meanwhile, Ginobili has been outstanding off the bench. He finds Mills, who ties the game at 85.
Now come on, give Ginobili a ton of credit. Not too many guys could make that pass. That's his 6th assist. But how about a cross-court pass?
Westbrook, beautiful finish with the left hand.
Now they needed that, he needed that.
But back to Ginobili, how about he made a basket falling down and then an assist falling down all here in the 4th quarter. Westbrook now with 28 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 39th triple-double of the year, 76th of his career, number 5 all-time.
No double team now. He lost his dribble.
Timer at 4. Ginobili, Aldridge with 1. Hit it. Ties it up at 87.
Great play. Great play on that. Because not only Ginobili runs the pick and roll, but he finds them and under pressure behind the backboard from that area. Great shot by Aldridge.
They got the switch, so Mills is on Westbrook here. Now Aldridge, Westbrook fires. Too strong on the 3. And the Spurs can take the lead for the first time tonight. Robertson on Leonard.
Yeah, clear out here.
Leonard with the jumper. Off target, pulled down by Cantor, and Westbrook fouled by Mills. That's the 14th foul on the Spurs.
Well, that was a good foul. That was a good foul to stop the break. Keep an eye on Ginobili. Just watch this. Once he becomes in there falling down, he makes a perfect pinpoint pass to Mills in the corner for the three. Then on that last play, he read the pick and roll perfectly, and then Aldridge bails him out by scoring at the buzzer on the 24 seconds.
There's the switch again. Aldridge on Westbrook. Westbrook gets past him, finds an open Cantor, and Cantor hits on the baseline to put Oklahoma City up 2.
Big basket by Cantor, but he can score. No hesitation by him.
11 assists now for Westbrook. Leonard working on that left side again. Drives past Adams, and an offensive foul is called on LaMarcus Aldridge away from the ball.
Wow.
And that's 5 on Aldridge.
Yeah, that was a bad play by Aldridge, okay? Because you had an opportunity there. Keep an eye now in the center of your screen. In the center of the screen. See right there, and probably a push in the lower back.
He also had a hold of the left arm of the defender. Westbrook, pull-up jumper. Westbrook with 30.
Hey, right now, that was a great play by Westbrook, because as he came off, Pau Gasol did not challenge the shot. He had to come up there and cut him down. But that's his area, that 15, 18-foot area.
Another 30-point triple-double for Westbrook. Gasol from the corner for 3. Having a career year shooting the deep ball, gets San Antonio within a point, 2 minutes to go.
Great pass, a great setup, finding the key guy there by Ginobili. 8 assists now for Ginobili.
Westbrook attacking and fouled. Boy, they thought Westbrook, with the off arm, committed an offensive foul, and Mark Davis says it was a shot to the head, and that's why they called it on the defense. 2 more free throws for Westbrook, who is 12 of 13 tonight.
Just think about it, the game that this guy is playing out on the floor. Yeah, he's struggling with his shot right now in the second half, but this is his 15th. He'll get his 14th and 15th foul shot attempts in this game.
Closing in on his second scoring title in the last 3 years, perhaps his first MVP. 39th triple-double tonight. 5th in a row. And the Thunder trying to get to 44 and 31. 31 points for Westbrook. Make it 32.
The biggest stat, when he scores a triple-double, they are 31 and 7. Can it be 32?
He's got 6 points and an assist in the last 2.5 minutes to push the lead to 3 for Oklahoma City. Gasol from Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. Gasol fouled and will go to the line.
Yeah, that was a good fake. See, he gave him 2 fakes. And the first one he didn't go for the defender. And this is just, and then Pau comes back. Now just watch. See, he goes this way. As he comes back, an excellent ball fake to get him up in the air. And then he created that contact, Pau Gasol, by stepping into him.
Wasn't a lot of contact, but enough to draw the whistle.
Yeah, 2 good ball fakes.
Spurs have missed 9 free throws so far. Gasol gets that one.
Now this has to be his low foul shooting percentage in his career.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? He's like 68, 69 all year for whatever reason.
5 of 6 tonight. He's got 17 off the bench. And San Antonio down 1. And Patty Mills defending Westbrook here. They've got Leonard on Oladipo.
Well, you got to get help here. You got to get help.
Cantor from the corner. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 7. Westbrook gets past Mills. Drives the lane. Oladipo in the corner. He stepped out of bounds. On the catch. Stepped out of bounds and turned it over.
See, I like what you saw there. As you can see, Patty Mills cannot even begin to play Westbrook off the dribble.
Not even close.
He just blows right by him, so that breaks the defense down. But they covered, and they did not allow Westbrook a lane to get to the rim to force that pass.
San Antonio still is not led. Oklahoma City was up by 21 earlier in the third quarter. 1 minute to go. Here's Kawhi, who's been brilliant in the second half, falling away, spins out. Kept alive by Aldridge, and an Oklahoma City foul that will put them over the foul limit and send Aldridge to the line.
Now that was a very difficult play by Leonard to get off a shot. He had to give like an outstanding jump shot in order to get the shot off, and then give Aldridge a lot of credit. He gets this foul in traffic.
5th foul on Robertson. Aldridge just 2 of 4, though, at the foul line so far in the game. Ties it up at 93.
We want to bring this up now. Remember, they shoot at 80%. 5 of the Spurs' top 7 scorers all shoot over 80% at the foul line, but not tonight.
What a comeback by San Antonio. They looked like they had no energy. Oklahoma City's defense was suffocating through 3 quarters. But it's now San Antonio in front by 1. And again, they have Mills on Westbrook.
Well, he needs help here now. You have to be ready to help.
And the shot clock down to 10. Westbrook. There's a flop by Mills. Westbrook gives it up to Adams. What a dish by Westbrook.
So he might have got away with a little offensive foul there. And that forced the back men of the defense to come up. And then Russell made the perfect pass.
12 assists, 15 rebounds, 32 points for Westbrook. Thunder by 1. Here's Ginobili. Great pass to Gasol.
Nice.
Even better pass to Aldridge. San Antonio in front again.
Great pass by Ginobili, and then a better pass by Gasol.
Timeout Thunder. They're down 1.
All right, keep an eye on Westbrook right now. You're going to see the move as he comes down inside now. See the push off. All right, now maybe a flop, but that caused the defense to rotate. Here, a beautiful pass by Gasol. An excellent move by Aldridge to create the pass.
Russell Westbrook, 32 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists, and has had heroics all week. He beat the Mavs with that jumper, and then against Orlando on Wednesday, this 3-pointer to send the game into overtime. What will he do tonight? 18.7 left. You would assume the ball will be in his hands to try to win the game here, trailing the Spurs by 1.
Well, you can see right now that Oklahoma City does not have a foul to give. And you look at the timeout situations, it's in favor of San Antonio. This is all very important because you're down here now to the last 18.7 seconds with San Antonio with the 1-point lead.
He had 26 points in the 4th quarter and overtime on Wednesday. Against Dallas on Monday, he scored 12 of the final 14 points, 37 in all in that win against the Mavs. They've had Mills on him late, and that's the matchup again here. Westbrook into the lane, blocked by Aldridge. Loose ball. Leonard's got it.
Oh, you got to.
Leonard will take it all the way. McDermott fouls him, and he scores. The strength of Kawhi Leonard. Get off me, he says.
What a great defensive play at the other end of the floor. This is just a terrific play. As he goes, Russell goes down in here right now. Watch the block, a clean block, and then the scramble. And once that scramble happens here, just watch, this ball could have gone any way. And then at the other end, how about this play? This is just sheer body strength, taking McDermott right to the rim.
27 points for Leonard. It's a 4-point lead. The Thunder out of timeouts.
Big thing right now, just do not foul anybody.
Westbrook misses the 3. It's going to be San Antonio ball, and the Spurs somehow are going to win this game. They were getting blown out in the 3rd quarter.
Now, this is what you call going on the road and stealing the game. And remember, we told you, on the road this year, they are 28 and 9. Think about it.
And how about this, UB? 2 nights after a 21-point come-from-behind win, you blow a 21-point lead at home. And the Spurs win it 99-95 in the first of 2 terrific games tonight on ESPN. Warriors, Rockets up next. Westbrook, 32 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. Now they're looking to see if the foul occurred before time expired in the game. Kawhi Leonard was grabbed with about a half a second left. Westbrook with his 39th triple-double, 76 for his career, as Pau Gasol comes over, talks to his former coach. Either way, even if the foul occurred before time expired, for all intents and purposes, the game is over. The Spurs outscore Oklahoma City 58-41 in the second half. Kawhi Leonard finishes with 27. He had 8 at halftime. They're going to put 0.6 of a second on the clock, and Leonard will be at the line. They led for 37 seconds, San Antonio, and they're going to win by at least 4.
Popovich ran his rotations in the second half perfectly. At one time in the second half, it was 55-41 San Antonio. But their bench did a marvelous job for them all night. And then down the white, even though they missed 9 foul shots, down the stretch they made them.
Tonight after Rockets Warriors, Sports Center at night with Neil Everett and Kenny Mayne. A breakdown of all the NBA games plus the women's Final Four. 28 points for Kawhi Leonard. 8 rebounds. And the San Antonio Spurs go to 58-17 with a 5-point win after trailing by 21 in the third quarter. Ginobili, terrific performance off the bench. 8 points, 8 assists, made all the plays late. Kawhi Leonard, though, he was the story in terms of scoring it in the fourth quarter, and he's standing by with Cassidy.
Kawhi, you guys trailed by as much as 21. You had just 8 at the half. What changed?
We started to move the ball a little bit more, got open shots, swung it, played great defense, and that got us on the roll.
You guys got a lot of energy from Manu Ginobili as well. How do you sum up his playmaking ability in the second half?
I mean, he's a pro. He's a 12, 13-year vet, and he brings it every night for us, and it just motivates the young guys.
You guys are in a tough stretch here to finish out the season. There's a lot expected of you on both ends of the floor. So what is your biggest goal down the stretch here heading into the playoffs?
Just try to get my teammates more involved. You see guys are starting to double team me now, so I just got to trust my teammates, get them in a rhythm, and then hopefully I can keep us going.
Congrats on the win, Kawhi.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Back to you.
All right, Cassidy, Hubie, what changed this game here for San Antonio in the third quarter?
I think that you have to say that when Pop went to the bench in that quarter, right, they got off to a nice start, but the bench guys came in, and Ginobili was spectacular. That's where he came in, got them 4 assists, got them going. They made a couple of spectacular plays, and then their defense got much better, and then Russell Westbrook in that second half for a long period was only 1 for 7 until we got down into the last 6 minutes. So that allowed them to come back.
This obviously really damages Oklahoma City's hopes of trying to get home court in the first round. They're now 3 back of Utah. San Antonio, meanwhile, 58 wins. They're 2 away from their 760-win season. They beat the Thunder on the road. And don't forget, NBA Friday continues. Houston Golden State up next.